Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is an AMX 13105AM Milli 50. That means it was designed in 1950, and this one is on the south spawn of Lakeville under the command of Running Hawk. And as this battle gets underway, I'm just going to quickly change something in the settings. I hope you don't mind this. Okay, that's better. Back to blue. Somebody actually early on when we started producing videos said, why can't we produce them in colorblind mode? And of course we're happy to facilitate that. So is Jingles actually. And somebody today very kindly said that I actually reminded him of the early Jingles. Yes, back in 2011 or was it 2012 when he started doing videos? A long time ago. He said my voice and also my style was very similar to Jingle's style. Well, we've lost sight of that target, but I'm sure he's still there. Okay, we've got another target suddenly appeared. It's a box tank. Rounds out. Direct hit for 105. Now this is the 105mm gun. It'll do 445 alpha if it can penetrate 30mm of armor, and it's got 1.91 meters of splash. Very little splash indeed, but it is some splash. Oh, got the T-34 running past the gap. He stopped at the edge after doing a bit of spotting. Suddenly he says, oh, I don't want to go there, and pulled back. Probably realised that yes, there's far too many tanks for him to take on his own, and that nearly cost him a huge amount of hit points. Now Running Hawk is actually, if you watch the previous video, he's just got himself an ace tanker on a previous game, and I think he wanted to prove whether or not it was a fluke or not, and it's certainly so far proving he is still very, very accurate with this Arty. Now he's doing something which I wouldn't normally do. He's actually perching on a rock in the open, and that does sort of make it easy for the enemy to see you if they are looking. The only tank that they did have looking is a tank destroyer, and he got wiped out. Yes, he was perched up behind that bush. He's over there. The box tank, he was actually doing some spotting and he got wiped out there. Now we're going for the Panzer IV Schmelten. That one landed short, so we didn't get that one on target. Oh, there's a Death Toaster. Panzer Selbstfeuerwaffe 4B. Or C, no, it's the C. Get it right. B is the Grasshopper. Oh, lovely shot there. 134, must have hit the wire and, well, done a bit of damage to the sides of the vehicle. Now that T-34 would make a nice bang if we can get a shot on target. The ARL's trying to poke round the corner. It's a bit visible. Oh, beautiful shot right into the side. You can see he's just got a red line at the end showing that he's actually intercepting the vehicle every time he fires in, but that one I think hit the rock face. He still can't get a shot on that T-34, and the reason is the box tank's in the way. Yep, he died half on half, well, turning side onto us, so very difficult to get a shot into him. Now the red line there extends from the rock face, so he can't hit him there, but that T-34 keeps popping up to have a quick look and then popping back down again. And you can see that Running Hawk is teasing the line over it, trying to work out where a solution might be that he can get a hit. Now in the town centre, it's not going so well for us. Yeah, unfortunately the enemy has actually managed to kill off all the tanks we sent into the town except the T-67 who's guarding the outskirts. So this does not bode well, although the scores are still even. Now I think that Running Hawk is going to have to come down from his perch. He's not going to be able to stay up there for very long. Otherwise he will be singing with the choir eternal. as soon as they work out where he is. Well, he's now aiming for the corner. That's where you expect to see that KV2 appear. I'm not so sure though if the T67's going to spot him, because the T67 suddenly decided to pull back. Okay, we've got an ARL 44 still still coming around the side, and we've got that mod problem with the reticule drift. Still hasn't sorted that out, Aslain, which is a bit of a pity, but I don't think it's really critical for the game, so long as you know what you're actually aiming at, where you put the marker. No shot there. Now you've got a shot. He fires one in. Switches back to the valley and no movement. T1 Heavy popped into view. Okay, right, now he's decided to pull back. Yeah, it's probably the smartest move at this moment, because he can still fire on the KV2 from right at the back of the map. Although it's going to be increasingly difficult for him to get a shot on that ARL, but that M4A1 just provided a lovely target as he rushed across the gap there. And I think our KV85 tried to get a piece of him as well. He's probably going to fix his track in time. Oh, he didn't! And so he's actually picked up some more hit points. And he's coming back for some more. Go for it. Take him. Rounds out. Oh, zip past the bathtub. ARL decided that's the moment to go up, and we lost the KV85. Okay, now we can get the M4A1. We're loaded. Rounds out, and that's a kill. It looks like the KV2 in the city cannot get any further because there's a VK3001H blocking his path. So he's being held back. These guys in the valley are being held back. And we've still got that problem with the box tank. He's extending his aim because the ARL keeps popping around that corner using the Rex for cover. The bathtub just missed him, but it was a splash for 53. And the Panzer IV Schmaltons popped up again. It's the tier 6 version of the Panzer IV. It's got a different turret, slightly better gun. ARL's decided he wants to push the wreck in front of him. It's not going to help, and he's just lost some hit points for trying that. Rounds out. Oh, hit the wreck. Gives the ARL a reprieve. The ARL's regarded quite badly by David Fletcher. He says that this is probably the worst heavy tank of all. Oh yes, kill shot. He took out the OI, but he's had to pull back into cover. He wasn't spotted. Oh no, you're looking the wrong way. That's better. Now he's going to try and do the same to the KV2. I don't think he will, to be honest. I think it was a lucky shot on the OI. Yeah, the KV2 is going to get a lot closer, and he is very close to that bush, so the KV2 might spot him. We're looking for a sign of him at the moment. Oh, he's far enough away from the bush, actually, that he... Yes, he is far enough away from the bush that he wouldn't be seen. When he moved forward, actually, might have actually put him within spotting range. Okay, he's going to have another go up the valley. But now we've got 2 tanks to aim at. The Death Toaster and the ARL. And I think he's going to go for the ARL first. Rounds out and hits the wreck again. That poor bathtub is being used for just about everything. Oh, and the ARL goes down. Panzer 3-4. Oh, Death Toaster goes as well. And that's the 3rd kill for Running Hawk. So he's doing very nicely now. He could platoon if, well, if they would invite him into their platoon. No, they can't, because the T-67 was the 3rd member of the number 1 platoon. KV-2's gone down. Only needs the Schmaltern and a Fifi on the enemy team. And I think Running Hawk's decided that he's going to go quickly run around the other side, kill the Fifi face to face. It's one of the problems with the AMX 13-ton chassis, is it's such a nippy little thing that you can actually drive it into positions you don't really want to be in if you haven't got good control of it. Okay, it looks like Panzer 454 is going around one way, we're going around the other. If he hasn't found him, he must be in town, or he must have moved. Okay, well, who gets there first? Panzer 45 or 54, who nearly flipped himself, or will it be Running Hawk? Okay, Running Hawk's decided to move as quickly as he can. Take the shortcuts into town. Decided to miss the town out altogether. He's making a beeline for the exit of the town. I think he might assume that the Fifi actually did follow that KV-2 and was sitting behind him. Ah, there he is. Yes, he was. Very clever of the Fifi driver. And he just narrowly misses there. And goes down to the guns of the SU-100. So, not a bad game indeed. Some nice shots there on the enemy and 3 kills. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats. And it's another ace tanker for Running Hawk in the AMX 13105 AM Milli 50. And there was no other medals, I'm afraid, but he did get a very high win 4,862, which is, yeah, it's very high. It's Super Unicum standard. Let's have a look at team score. Well, he got the 2nd highest damage on his team, but the highest damage in the game overall went to the KV-2, managed 2,845 hit points of damage, picked up a high caliber and a top gun. And the next highest scorer was that Panzer 5-4, managed 1,475. And then we've got Running Hawk with 1,291. When it came to kills, it was the KV-2 again with Top Gun. He got 6 kills. The 5-4 managed to get 4 kills. And Running Hawk managed to get 3 alongside the other 5-4. And both of those managed to get medals. Oskins for the top one, Leverslaves for the second one down. Of course, this is a very OP premium medium. When it came to base XP, it was the 5-4 again, 1,050. The SU-100 703 and the AMX 13 AM got 699. He fired 25 rounds, got 11 direct hits and 1 penetration, 10 splash. Damage of 1,291 hit points, of which 1,119 were at more than 300 meters. He spotted 1 enemy vehicle, damaged 6 of the enemy, killed 3 and did 491 hit points of damage assistance. On a premium count, he earned 31,190 credits, got 12,788 for the holiday ops, and total came to 43,978. And after ammunition resupply, he took away 39,228 credits. 1,048 XP times 2 for the first victory, got 2,097 experience points altogether. So yes, a very good round, proving that it's not a fluke. He can actually get aces on a repeating basis on this Arty. It's not everybody's cup of tea. It does take a long while to get a good crew, but once you have got a good crew, it's one of those Artys which takes a lot of practice to actually repeat the results, because it's got that 105mm gun, which means that you have to get direct hits or very near misses if you're going to get any damage on the enemy. If you enjoyed that replay, please give this video a like and do subscribe to our channel. Hit the notification button if you want to get alerted when a new video comes out. And thanks for watching.